everyone, thank you for coming to this lovely, wholesome, educational video. I know you're probably already like shitting yourself that I said wholesome. You're like, oh god. And today with me, I have an extremely special guest, a nuclear physicist who also appreciates good memes, the Shuckmeister. How's it going, my dude?
That is me. Hello.
So, you probably do not know what we are doing here today, as I have specifically managed to avoid telling you what we are doing today.
Nope, not at all.
I know, it's perfect. It's amazing.
I'm a little scared, but we'll see.
So, today, I gathered 5 freaking epic anime scenes, and here's the twist. They're all about physics and anime, and as a nuclear physicist yourself, you're going to be teaching me about what is right, what is wrong, and all that.
I see.
Have you seen this scene before, Mr. Meister?
I mean, come on, everyone's seen this scene before. All right, let me get out the calculator. Let me get the TI Inspire out.
Yes, after mentioned calculations, I think that this is unlikely to ever occur.
All right, bring it.
All right, first of all, do bullets bounce like that?
They're shotgun shells, weren't they?
No. But that's irrelevant, okay?
They're the wrong bullets!
I didn't even notice that, you're right. God damn. See, this is why I needed a nuclear physicist to help me out here. Crap. I was just talking about the bounce of the bullets, because they straight up run away from me.
I know.
Like, he just drops them out of his pocket, and they just freaking escape.
He has a magnetic force that's just pushing every bullet away from him.
Oh, okay. We're 4 seconds in, so... Oh, God. All right, well, here we go. Dude, I think you're right. It must be magnetism. See it right here. Now, what does he have to do? Just grip it, right?
Right.
This man totally gave up on picking up bullets. Okay, so would the airbags stop the
recoil of the rifle?
The recoil of the rifle.
Oh man. So, you know, it's kind of like, God, this is why Jiggle physics was like my passion project.
This was your PhD thesis.
Not yet, but that's what we're working towards right now.
Alright, that little jiggle right there. What's your thoughts? We'll watch it again in slow motion.
Yeah.
That right there. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, you see the quantum harmonic oscillations that are between the two breasticles, if you will, are just bouncing as he seems to pull back the rifle to lay down a shot. I don't know. What are they made of? Silicone or like?
What are our thoughts on these movements here?
Well, it seems like a standard recoil, right? But how much recoil does a sniper of that caliber put out? You know, that's what we got to figure out. And then you could model the chest area as 2 spheres of how much mass.
I believe spheres they're contained with a man's hopes and dreams.
That's the mass. It's just all of his hopes and dreams.
This is why they don't let memers into like nuclear physics courses.
Because we think about the real questions.
All right.
Okay. This is where.
All right.
Our perfect spheres just become elliptical thingies. They lose all their form, all their composure. You know, if she was just standing upright, they wouldn't even be the right shapes, you know, if they're doing that. This show, man.
What I like about this scene is like, how fast does a sniper bullet travel? As we can see, it's fast. This is very fast.
Oh, 500, yeah.
Approximately 3,000 kilometers per hour. And as we can see, it's not even close to the speed and velocity of the titties. Look at this. Oh! See, why did they go? We're way faster than this bullet.
So what's even crazier, right, is that they can just shift direction so quickly. Because you gotta imagine the energy going one way just to stop and just go all the way the opposite way is even crazier than that.
Isn't that like the sixth law of thermodynamics? A titty a day will keep the doctor away?
It's something like that. I failed thermo. Like, don't ask me.
Oh, damn it, it's a sore subject. I'm sorry.
It's kind of crazy though. Like the guy Boltzmann who came up with like all of these thermodynamic concepts, he was like, oh god, I'm doing thermal my entire life. So he killed himself. So his research student,
Wait,
or
what?
like, yeah, his apprentice or whatever, he was like, oh no, I have to do thermo now, and he killed himself too.
Poor
Thermo
guys,
is
that's a
just
sick
awful.
meme. All right, so what are our thoughts on this?
Oh my goodness.
That was a solid 45 minutes of flop right there.
Flop, yes. So
You're
like
flopping.
now you have to come into question, like, what is the elasticity of the skin? Like, is it Luffy stretchy, or is it like I don't know, like I don't know what's another stretchy thing.
Well, I mean, Trish's stand.
Oh yeah, the Spice Girl stretchy. Well, that was more like hard stretchy.
I mean, to be fair, like this man is like holding a sniper rifle to his face. He doesn't feel any recoil. It
I
all
know.
is just goes right into the bobs.
Is he still missing?
His all his shots. His teammate freaking dodges bullets with their chesticles, and this man misses all his shots.
That's
Goddamn.
amazing.
That was the first scene of anime physics that I have for you. In fact, I have several more that involve bobs, but I think we should take a break from the bobs and go to another scene that's, well, rooted in reality. I'm afraid I must divert your attention from the current program because of an important message. People are watching hentai in public, and it is annoying AF for the people around them, and there's only one way to stop it. You may think earphones with dangly wires. I spit on thee. Earphones with dangly wires can easily get caught on things, get pulled out, and then everyone around you hears awful moaning. Nah, fam. Introducing Raycon earbuds, the legendary new item, hot commodity on the market, cheaper than any of the big brands, but better than any of the big brands. These absolute legendary earbuds give you epic sound quality, look freaking stylish, and no one around you will listen to the hentai you're watching. You can watch all the hentai you want in public and no one will bat an eye. The everyday E25 earbuds also last longer than any of the leading brands on the market, lasting 24 hours with their charging case. This is legendary. There is no reason not to use them, because if you click the link in the description, buyraycon.com/nux, you get yourself 15% off your order. So go do that. Order right now. Thank you so much, Raycon, for sponsoring this video. You truly are a light in the darkness. And thank you all so much for supporting me and doing that. Click the link in the description and buy yourself a pair of Raycon earbuds for 15% off. It's not a purchase you will regret. They are fantastic and the only way to watch hentai in public, unabashed and with your head held high. Anyway, back to your usual programming. Have you seen Gurren Lagann?
You bet I've seen Gurren Lagann. Are we talking about rotational physics? My favorite.
All right, so what are your thoughts on, like, you know, galaxies everywhere?
Dude, like this is just you know, it's like that in a box thing from Rick and Morty, you know. It's just the further you go down, the further you can go up. I don't know, man. Are there dimensions we can't see? Are we in the dimensions that other beings
Things
can't
are,
see?
they're not in dimensions, they're just very big.
Yeah.
But as you can see, like, he's throwing galaxies around. Do galaxies have a mass that they can just be thrown like discs?
Of course. And they can be thrown like this because of rotational energy.
Yo, that is the chattest line of all time.
Imagine just
Alright,
destroys two galaxies.
So, those two galaxies that shattered. I didn't
Gone.
realize galaxies could shatter, but how many people do you think were killed? Assuming
Okay.
there was sentient life, because, like, we see there's aliens in this.
Yeah,
in
there's
this
plenty of aliens.
Right,
Oh, that was like
oh.
double galactic genocide.
Like, what is he standing on?
Just some ethereal ether.
I
The
thought you were gonna say
void.
the floor, so we're making progress. So, like, what are they watching exactly? I mean, like, they're on a planet, right? And these guys
Right.
are just hurling around galaxies. So, like, how are they seeing them? How does that make sense?
You know, we can see the moon. We can see other planets, so they look like little blips, right?
Right?
Could light travel that far to those giant robots and reflect back to the planets that they're being observed at.
So technically what you're saying is, being that, like, obviously these giant robots are like millions of light years away, what they are actually witnessing took place millions of years in the past.
No.
No!
Not that far in the past, but like maybe like there's a little time delay, like time dilation, you know, when you speed up, like going around something really fast, the clock on you is gonna move slower than like time at something standing still.
Yo, that's crazy. I was driving with my cousin in New York City, and like there are double parked cars everywhere there. It's ass. So there was like this really narrow space between the double parked car and the car parked on the other side of the street, right? Mm-hmm. So like I didn't think that our car was able to fit between those two cars. Like I didn't think it was physically possible. I didn't think that there was enough room to fit it through, even if we would have been driving as slow as possible.
Right.
And much to my surprise, my cousin, who is in New York driving Chad, freaking accelerates, and I'm like, dude, what the hell is wrong with you? We can't even fit. He's like, nah, man, the faster you go, the thinner you get. And we got right through.
Leg contraction. He had to be going like 0.4 C.
Anyway, that's Gurren Lagann. I was just curious if like you had any insight. Like they're looking at these big fat robots right here.
There's got to be some delay. Like lights got to go all the way out, and then all the way back, and then hit your eyes so that you can even see what's going on. Like I don't know.
You're saying something's fishy. Something doesn't fit.
Something's a little fishy.
If only they had a nuclear physicist to help engineer Gurren Lagann.
I know. We're gonna make it happen one day.
Well, the next one I have, we're back to titties.
Where we should be.
Playing limbo against the street pole. Hell yeah.
Right.
Alright, here's where we need the nuclear physicist.
Okay,
this,
okay.
Yeah, alright. So what are our thoughts on this? Yeah, let's watch it first through so we can get the full. Oh!
Wow.
Hell yeah. So what are our thoughts on this?
So let's calculate the potential energy that it would have taken for her to bounce her breasts up and down like that. So if we all remember back to high school physics, which we probably don't, but I'll remind you, right? Potential energy is just your mass times gravity times the height at which you start. So
you're one of those physicists that think gravity's real.
I don't think it. I'm forced to believe it.
But isn't it called like the theory of gravity?
You know what? I gotta say, gravity's kind of overrated, especially when you work with when you are a nuclear physicist. Gravity just doesn't work.
As you can see, this is clearly a case of Schrodinger's Bob theory. Look at it.
So in one reality, you don't know.
In one reality, she got electrocuted.
She got electrocuted and died, right?
Her bobs have both bounced and not bounced at the same time.
Yes.
It was merely because of the observer that caused the wave functions to collapse into the bouncing bobs that we see before us.
Nux, you know, like, more quantum physics than, like, half the people who, like, say, oh, Schrodinger's cat. Oh.
No, I study quantum physics because I'm interested in it. I think it's cool. Like, it's a hobby, you know, light reading, you know.
Yeah.
In our reality, she was both alive and dead. You viewers at home just collapsed the wave function, okay? It's because of you. Right now, the like button is both clicked and not clicked at the same time. It's in a state of neutrality. Click the like button to smash that wave function.
Destroy it.
Destroy
Collapse that subscribe button.
Subscribe right now. If we collapse enough wave functions, at 2 million subscribers, are going to be summoning Satan. And at 50k likes, I'm bringing Chuckmeister back to look at more anime physics. But for now, we have more physics.
Now I'm actually in a state of being on your channel again and not being on your channel again.
So, what we have here is Akashi Seijiro. He is one of the antagonists. And in Kuroko no Basket, everyone has, like, specialties. He just tripped both of them with his Sharingan. I mean, this is totally natural. As you can see, this is something that happens very often in real basketball.
Of course.
He just walks right past them. This man, the next 5 minutes is just this man tripping people by looking at them. Yo, poor Shintaro, man. This man's just dying. Yo, all right. You're a nuclear physicist. Does this make sense?
Here's what I'm thinking, right?
All right.
Here's what I'm thinking. Yeah. He sort of King Crimson's his way into like getting rid of the friction on the floor. So he starts his skipped time, friction's erased, and then oops, they slip and they trip and he walks right by.
Trips people everywhere. Most freaking badass music of all time.
Does he intimidate them so much? The sweat trickles down their legs onto their shoes. And then lowers the coefficient of friction so that they fall over.
I think in the show it tries to explain that. Well, you see, he is so perceptive. He knows the movements they're gonna make before they do just by seeing their muscles tense.
So that is King Crimson. I was right the first time.
God damn it, it is so So they had a whole conversation while he's falling down right now. What's your thoughts on that one?
You know, I would love to be a basketball physicist.
Clearly a field that really needs the top scientific minds.
No, but you'd be surprised because, like, I know a baseball physicist, right?
Just imagine everything you're doing just a trillion times bigger.
You see, measure your baseball bat as two couple differential equations, and it's pretty similar to the kind of wave equation you'd find in quantum mechanics. Excuse me?
So you're saying is in 10 years you can come back to me with a logical explanation for Akashi's
basketball physics.
Yes. The next and final scene we have, we're back to titties. Hell yes. Hell yes. It's all about the chesticles. As you can see, physics do not apply to her boob armor. Take a look. All right, what are your thoughts?
Armor don't work like that. So it's not real armor.
No, you need to explain it properly. This is clearly armor, okay? All right, what are our thoughts on the sound, the composition, and the material?
All right, well, it sure as hell ain't stainless steel.
So, I mean, I would think that it is steel, and we should power scale her appropriately by saying how much force would it take for breasts to do that with their...
The shearing of the steel? Because that's steel. As soon as it goes up, it ain't coming back down looking like that. So it shears it apart and then pushes it back together.
As you can see, her breasts probably weigh, like, 16 tons each.
Something like that.
Hold on, wait a second. I'm sure you were probably reading the subtitles since you're such a wholesome man.
Yes.
But let's ignore the subtitles for a minute and focus on the chesticle area.
She just bent that armor. This character, I don't know what her name is.
Can defeat Goku.
Can defeat Goku. Ooh. Okay, tentatively no. Let's see what else she does though. So, if her chesticles were able to do this to the armor in the beginning, how powerful is this man to be able to morph the shape of the chesticles to his every whim? Now that's Goku defeating her.
Okay, now
yeah,
Goku.
Now we're up there. Yeah. Small surface area, larger force. I'm thinking like he could defeat Goku.
All right, well, and you heard it, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first from a nuclear physicist, right?
Hi, it's me, Core, the editor. If I look tired, that's because I am. Shuck sent me these. They're supposed to help explain, help?
Well, those were the 5 lovely anime clips I wanted to show you. I wanted to get, a nuclear physicist's take on these anime scenes. Enlighten the generation a little bit, open their eyes to the wonderful world of science, which I'm sure they're now so interested in. Thank you so much, Shuck, for joining me on this lovely journey.
Thanks for having me on. Yeah.
Check him out. He's cool. Also, smash like. Remember the cat theory we mentioned. It makes sense.
I'm in a state of being here and not being here, guys. You gotta help me.
Part 2 both exists and doesn't at the same time. Definitely subscribe. Shuck subscribe. That means I have a nuclear physicist that subscribed to me. So by osmosis, if you also subscribe, you also are in the same range of brain power as someone that is a nuclear physicist. Shuck, your thoughts?
I don't know, man. You way back when confirmed that I had a whopping high IQ of 5,005. So that was back in the day, and now we're here and we're applying it. It's so good. It's so good. Yes, but like and subscribe for more physics and science and all that fun stuff.
And also definitely check out Shuck. Have yourselves the most wonderful evening, and remember just to check out Shuck. And stay weird, fam.